right, happy Friday, ready to love watchers. This is Relationship Recap. And of course, I'm your host from Crystal XO. And you guys know the other half of Relationship Recap is, of course, Pajama Mo. Pajama Mo, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
Oh man, thank God. It's been a long week, but we're here. We're here. With God's grace, we are here.
We are here. We are here. And you know what? I'm excited because hey everybody, hey Miss Rhonda, hey Tina Bree, hey Blondie Monique, Marriott, what's good? You guys come on in and have a seat because I feel like we had the best. First of all, can I just say I am really enjoying Philly.
You know what? Great. I ain't gonna lie. When they said Philly, I was a little nervous.
I was too.
But
I was too.
I did know that.
Get in bed.
Didn't know we were going to be entertained, but I didn't know.
I know we were going to be entertained, but I was a little concerned. But I want to start out today by apologizing to you. I owe you an apology because we were talking during Dating Diaries. Mm-hmm. And you were saying that someone told you, and I know whenever Mo says someone told him, is some chick told him that if he was not in Atlanta, he probably would be married. And I was, I said, and I felt very strongly. What's up, Tamasha? I felt very strongly about the fact that I was like, hey, who you are is who you are. And, you can, whatever you are, you will attract. But the reality is, after watching Philly, I am loving, it is such a refreshing take on real people that are not trying to be on TV. And I mean, I'm telling you, the realness and the authenticity of the cast is so refreshing compared to what we've seen in Atlanta, DC, and Texas. So I gotta say, I was wrong as far as just this small sample size. This group is so much, to me, so much more likable just in the fact that they are just real people. They're not trying to come on being something that they're not trying. It just feels good and refreshing.
And that's what I could say about the tri-state area in the Northeast area. That is the refreshing part about it. It's just like people are, they're not trying to pretend to be up here. You know what I'm saying? They're really here, and everybody's here, so no one's tripping about.
Yeah.
You know and if you aren't here, you came from here. You didn't forget.
Right. But it's not like you are successful, but you didn't all of a sudden start to despise or disdain where you come from.
That part.
That is our baby mama on the pillow, Haitian Empress. People are asking about Sugarpie. She is with child, and she's on Kane's bed.
That's for real?
Well, we will know tomorrow for sure. But yeah, she's displaying the signs of being with child.
You got a loose dog. I'm just gonna put that. The dog is loose.
First of all, she's not loose. She was obeying the laws of nature. Nature said she was in heat. A small chihuahua came around.
She had to give it up like that. Let him take you out on a couple of dinners. Damn it, man.
She went out twice with him, and then he came and was laying on our doorstep the day after. Not she looks humbled now. They're talking about you, Sugarpie. They are giving it to you. But no, I thought, hey, Sun Goddess.
What's up, Sun Goddess?
Man, it is refreshing. I really like the personalities. There was a lot of conversation tonight. I'm really enjoying it. And kudos to Will Packer and his team for realizing that they needed to take it to a different type of climate and different type of culture, because these last Crystal's about to be a nana. Yeah, and Gunboss said he got a new baby mama. He has a new baby mama. He got to earn money for. But yeah, I really am liking this season. We're gonna start out with this clip that we put up earlier with Coely and Fritz. And another thing is, I'm really surprised some of the people that we liked or disliked, I'm liking more. Like, I just really am enjoying this.
You caught that, right? I'm starting to think it's starting to switch up a little bit, right?
Starting to switch up. So let's talk about this. Let's just start here since we sewed it, and we're going to get all into tonight's episode.
And I looked at your like Instagram, and I saw you were following hashtags about like poly life. And like me personally, I'm looking for a monogamous relationship.
Felt weird knowing that Fritz is following poly influencers on Instagram. I'm looking for a monogamous relationship, so I need to get some clarity on how we're going to handle this.
Oh, so you think that reflects what I actually believe in?
I mean, I just don't know why else
I'm
following that.
I follow that out of curiosity. I'm curious. But no, I wouldn't actually engage in that. I was a little taken back when she asked me about that poly thing. Judging somebody based on hashtags is a bit of a reach. I follow NASA. I've never been to space. I follow chefs. I don't cook. So yes, I follow poly. I don't poly. Get your head out the gutter.
Come on, Fritz. You trying to spin her, man. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to spin her. And I don't know if she bought it, but we didn't buy it. Y'all didn't buy it.
We did not buy it. And the problem, and Coely is growing on me as well, Haitian Empress. That's one of the people I thought I wasn't going to like. I'm really liking her.
I
like her. And I think, first of all, she's gorgeous girl.
She just need one part, but we'll talk about that.
I want her to stop wearing that ponytail to the side because it's a little off. But no, Fritz, the fact that he said, get your mind out of the gutter. This is the thing with Fritz. And you guys know he was my favorite at first. He is one of those, he's very intellectual. He's an intellectual. So he is always going to think that he is 2 steps ahead with a person and try to use his brain against the person. So you see how he did it with Coely. He's done it with Sahara. Now, Sahara is a different story, but but he's one of them guys that is definitely in his head and thinks that he's a lot smarter than everybody else. But to me, even he said that he was curious. To me, if you're curious, that's an open door.
That part.
If you're curious about it, that means that one day I may come home and you say, hey, I've been following these poly pages. I've been curious and I want to try it. Yes, Kiara says, a Marceau Jr. Yes, that type of energy. That Marceau type of energy is definitely, Fritz has Marceau energy.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, because he's because what he does, he try to make the person feel stupid, right?
Yeah, but you're not fast enough to slick. You're not, just because you're smart don't mean fast and slick.
But he may be faster and slicker than Coely.
I mean, that's not too hard. So don't disrespect what I'm saying.
I'm just saying. So he's doing it on. I mean, he's done that with.
But she picked up on it. That's what I'm saying.
She did. She just wasn't buying it. She just wasn't buying it. What did you think about the fact that she called him out on it, though?
I don't have a problem with that. Maybe she just wanted to see where his head was at and how he would respond to it. And acted accordingly.
I think she was just being serious. Like, I think, to me, let's talk about that. I think you are what you do. So if you are following a bunch of pages that are about poly, I know that that's something that you're interested in.
Right.
I think that's just, I'm like, I didn't mean she was calling him out like in a bad way. I think she just mentioned it. I think a lot of times women are afraid to mention things. If you go to a guy's page and all he's following are girls that are, Instagram models, then that says that's what he likes. But that's what he's into.
Say what you followed, she said what you hashtagged.
That's even worse.
And I thought that was interesting because she dove a little deeper and was looking at, like, most people wouldn't know to cover that part up or to hide that, or that was even the thing that you could follow my hash. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never thought about, and I guess for me, I don't check hashtags, but she's in a different generation, and they probably do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So that, because I don't even know, like, to me, it's weird when someone's like, "Oh, well, you unfollowed me," and it's like, how do you know? Why are you paying attention? On Love Is Blind, this girl said, "I have the app that shows me who follows me," and I'm like, "Girl, that's a lot. That's a lot to know, like, what new followers you have and be upset because." But that could be a generational thing.
Yeah, and are you paying for that app? Because that's got sickness.
That don't seem like something that comes free.
Exactly.
That seems like something that's free for a trial, and then the following week you gotta pay. You gotta pay.
Bingo.
But yeah, so Antoinette says it could be a fantasy. What are your thoughts on if a guy is following poly hashtags? Do you think that could be a fantasy, or do you think that? But he didn't say it was a fantasy. He said, "I'm curious."
But here's the thing. What fantasy do you know, man or woman, that they don't want to live out?
Especially a young man who said he's into adventure.
Especially when there's more than one vagina. Why wouldn't you do that?
Well, it is. It is.
That's what I'm saying. So
it is.
Do that. Oh, come on now.
But him saying, "Get your mind out of the gutter," I was like, the gutter?
Hey.
Her mind wasn't in the gutter. Her mind followed what you were following.
Sometimes the gutter is not a bad place. Just saying.
Let's talk about Coely, though, because hey, Apple Charm, she has really, really grown on me. I really like Coely. I'm saying, because let me tell you something. What my problem was with her was the first episode of her saying she wasn't looking for anything besides tall.
Right.
And I feel like women get a bad rep about, not being picky. That sounds scary. I don't know if I guess, you have to take what people say for face value. But the second episode, or the third episode, actually, where she was talking about her brother and just being open, and even the date that she had with Jay, she was very, very down to earth, very, she's coming off to me as a lot more than just a pretty face.
I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't trust her.
You don't trust her? Why not? Because of the airline? Because she's a flight attendant?
I didn't even think about that, but that's another point. Yes, that'll add on to the pile. But I would just say, I feel like I've seen her type of energy before, and they're fun for the moment. She comes off as a free spirit, which you don't trust. That coincides with the airline thing, the flight attendant thing. You know what I'm saying? For me, in my experience, is with free-spirited women and flight attendants. So that all makes sense. And then, I mean, she's an attractive woman, but there's some things that are about her that are not attractive.
Like what?
Well, I would just, because I'm trying, how do I say this with being respectful? I don't think she should wear a dress, skirts, or whatever they call it, whatever. I don't think she should do that.
Why?
She's set up in the front, right? But in the back, it's just a different contrast from. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the lady. I'm just saying I will wear more, because with the thing I'm more of a jean to give it a bulkier appearance. I go with a jean. I don't like the dress. I'm sorry. I don't like the dress for her.
I thought she looked cute on her golf date.
Long as, all right. I like, anyway, I don't want
Long
to.
as what?
Huh?
Long as what?
Long as what?
You said as long. I thought you didn't think she.
As long as she sat down or behind her, but it just the back of it goes straight down, and it wouldn't be so bad if the top wasn't so pronounced. That's what makes it look.
She probably has some additives there. I agree with Amira. She is built like a model, like a real model.
Yeah, I like black girl models than the other. I like.
Well, those aren't models. Those are.
I like more. Anyway, it's no to the lady. Coely.
I think she's a beautiful girl, and not every guy likes.
But her energy still. It's not even that. I just get here today, going tomorrow. Good time, flighty. He was like, we're gonna see as a goal, and we can see if my if what I'm saying is right. But I will be on the lookout for her. I think she's that, and I think she's messy. And I think we'll see, man. I don't know.
Why do you say messy?
When they showed the clip from I know we're getting ahead of ourselves from the next episode, or where she was sitting down in the thing and how she was. I've seen this behavior before.
Yeah.
Seen it, and I was like, be careful of that. And you'll fall for it and think it's cool because she's attractive, and look at this attractive woman on me, but that don't make it good.
Right.
That unfolds.
That'd be interesting. I did think that she was trying to claim the guy. You know what I mean?
Like, give me a kiss. Like when women tell me they don't never say it in private, but they're gonna say it in front of a room full of people. Give me a kiss. They doing it for show.
Yeah. And she also said, you guys remember in her intro narrative that she knows she's a beautiful woman, and she feels like she's heard that guys are often intimidated by beauty, and she doesn't think that they should be. So I think that she could have the energy of, when I'm in the room, I'm gonna be, the ball is it's my game. Like if I claim a guy, the other girls aren't gonna have a chance. I don't know, but she did give that statement of, knowing that she's a beautiful woman. If she walks in the room, all the eyes are on her. But she is beautiful. So I mean that's we can't expect beautiful people not to know that they are beautiful.
Yeah, right. We'll see.
Someone said they liked her and Jay. I actually like Jay and Kiara's energy. So I thought he was good with her on the date. I think he actually is a very he comes across well as far as his personality. Actually, I'm gonna say I am very impressed with the Philly guys more than any season of Men, period. Like other seasons might have had one or two guys that actually were cool and the rest of them were clowns. But I actually like these guys are just more, which is why I always felt like East Coast guys just have a different type of energy. It just feels, there are quite a few of them that I think are level-headed, have a good head on their shoulders. They're gainfully employed. Can we just say Naim? Okay, I owe Naim an apology because Naim actually got his stuff together.
I think we all do. And I think it helps to see people in their element.
Yes.
That's where True missed out. We'll get to that. But
oh man.
To see people in their element. And when they did, I saw a different Naim than what I initially thought. So I take back what I initially thought about Naim. Now, I'm not saying anything bad, but I just thought he was more of a liability, or just more of I didn't see it. But to see him in this element, I was like, you know what? I respect that, bro. I like that.
Yeah, I thought he was, first of all, you could tell, to your point, when you see a person in their element, he's very passionate about the working out. And shout out to Will Packer and the production team again for showing Black people actually working, us working out and prioritizing health. And to me, this was the realest example of that. Other times they've gone to a gym and sat around and looked cute. But with him, I feel like he really is passionate about this. And I feel like that came across in that clip. Like I think he really is committed to it. It did not feel like something he was putting on for the camera. It felt real. I was really impressed with Naim. Really, really impressed with him.
Yeah, I was totally, I'm not totally shocked, but I was like, okay, I didn't see, and a note to the fellas, man, like, if you're taking a woman out on your date, don't be so much, well, what does she want to do with it? Get in your element. And then bring her into your world and let her see you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't always be like, well, number one, don't ever be like, well, what do you want to do if you planning the date and you the man? But when you do it, don't think about your element, your comfortability, how you want her to see you and your whatever it is, and bring it into your world. So he did that, and kudos to him.
Yeah. I agree with you. I think, to me, when a man asks me what I want to do and he doesn't seem to know, I think that he's not a leader. Like, it comes off to me as he doesn't know. He wants me to be the leader. And so I do think that planning a date and planning something that lets me see who you are and also caters to me is a great thing. But I do want to say, so I appreciate the fact that I feel like he's legitimate, right? I do still think that we need to learn a little bit more about him, because still having 5 children and 3 children's mothers is a huge, I don't want to say liability like has been said in the comments, but because I don't like to call children a liability, but I do think realistically, especially for a woman that, you know, maybe doesn't have children of her own, that is a huge, you know, hurdle to get over. And it definitely is not something that's, I mean, children are children forever. So you already have 5 children, sir. It could be that you need to find that, you know, you need to focus more on, I don't know, something else. Cause I just don't know if it's the time.
How many baby moms?
3.
What are the chances he made at least 2 of them in the gym?
Probably 3 at the gym. And another thing is he was honest enough to acknowledge that there is a little bit of baby mama drama.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that, but yeah.
He said it. And I don't know, like, I don't know that, you know, somebody wants to really take that on, you know? Oh.
What happened?
Oh, I just got a text. Okay. So I think that we need to see a little bit more from him. I think it was big of him to be honest about that, but I just don't know how I would feel about him being a real choice for someone unless that woman really understands. Because I think a lot of women would look at him and be attracted to him and think that they were okay with him having 5 kids and 3 children's mothers, but the reality of that is something different than the idea of it. That reality is going to be wild.
Listen, if I had that many kids, I'd be like, I would only date women with 2 or more kids.
Yeah, he needs somebody that definitely has children. I don't think it's fair for anyone that does not have children to come into that with 5 kids and 3 children's mothers already, and that's and is he open to having a 6th child with a new woman? Like, that's a lot.
Unless she don't want any.
That's what I'm saying. But you, if a woman doesn't have any children, that's rough.
The ones that I met, they're usually cool with it because they was like, well, you know, you got them. So, you know, they're usually cool.
Not if they're young. They may want to have their own baby.
But he's not. They in their 30s.
Yeah, I'm saying, but in your 30s, you may still want to have your own child.
No, I'm saying the women that don't want kids that are in their 30s are usually cool with men that have kids.
Right, because they like, I don't want to, you already got yours out the way. But that's a niche audience.
There you go. Right.
If a woman is 34, has never had children, she wants children, right, that's probably not a good fit for her.
Yeah, now that's tough.
Yeah, 5 is too much to take on. And I don't even think somebody that, I could see somebody saying, okay, you have 1 or 2, but you have 5 and 3 children's mothers. They're probably gonna be bad when we get together. That's a lot.
A singing group. We can't do that.
It's a football team. It's a basketball. Aren't there 5 basketball players that play at a time?
Yeah, there's 5. There's 5 people in New Edition. If you add Brown, there's 6. There's 5 people in Jackson 5.
5 is a lot.
Backstreet Boys. There's a lot of people on stage.
5 is enough. I don't think there's room for more when you have 5.
I don't know. Bobby Brown came back in the group. They got 6 now.
All right. So, but let's stand on Naim. We got to talk about True. I just want to let's just get into it because I know you were a fan of hers.
She lost. Everybody lost. All the roles is musical chairs. Everybody done switched.
Musical chairs.
It's musical.
Musical chairs. True, man. True.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now, Naim with the True, like she came. This is what I don't like. When people are late like that.
Yeah.
And then they act like, well, I'm here now. That pisses me off. You need to take accountability and state the fact and come in there with humbleness and be like, you know what, I am so. We appreciate that, but when you come out there, we're like, well, look, I'm here, and we didn't, and that energy and that attitude, I'm like, you could, man, that pissed me off. I didn't like that.
And do you think that she came late because, first of all, she was mad at him because he did not call her Google Voice number?
Check this out. You know how she knows she came late on purpose? She wasn't dressed for the gym. You're not fooling me, lady. I'm watching. You're not dressed for the gym. You purpose. Come on now.
Yeah, she was. She showed her it. But you know what? We knew by that dress. We knew there was some mental imbalance when she wore the dress of a matron with a slit up the side.
35-year-old my ass.
But let's talk about that.
Yeah,
okay, she gave him a Google Voice number.
I'm not with that either.
Why would you come on a show and give somebody a Google Voice number? And then the other guy had the real number.
What kind of games we playing, man? Come on now.
It was a Medea dress. It did look like that dress. It did. Seriously, that is exactly what it was. It looked like that dress Medea had on in Diary of a Mad Black Woman when she told Elise that she took out the thing like, let's cut this house.
I never seen that. I thought she always wore the same dress.
Well, it's always a flowered pattern.
Okay.
It's kind of it looks like what True had on. I didn't like the fact that she gave him that. She was unapologetic about it and was like, real number or fake number, you didn't call. Lady, first of all, nobody is that fine that you need to have that type of attitude and act like he's supposed to chase you. And she said, you didn't call me, but he clarified he did call her and she was busy. Then when he said, well, I didn't know that because she did not communicate to him that she was busy. She just blew him off.
See what I'm saying?
What do you think this is? Do you think True? She definitely needs to heal. But why is she coming off like she has more? She's coming off like she did not have that dress on. Like,
this is why True is single. Been single.
Everybody is single here.
No, but what I'm saying is, yeah, but it's for different reasons. We're seeing hers to me.
Yeah, that could be.
Like her attitude is stink. For somebody,
her attitude is horrible.
Sorry, True. I'm just saying. I'm gonna say respectfully every time I say something crazy, just so y'all know. Respectfully.
No, she had too much dip on her chipper. On her chip.
There you go. You got too much dip on your chip. Oh, True. Can't even get it out.
See, who said True gives me all my life I had to fight? She does come ready for a fight.
Who said that? I love that. That's
who said she came like all my life I had like Miss Sophia.
Right.
Why? And okay, so the Naim situation was it showed an ugly attitude, and he continued to be respectful to her. Right. He did tell her that he was disappointed. She tried to blow him off, and then she got upset. And then I think she felt like she was going to go connect with the other guys.
Right.
So she went in there, and the energy that she had with Khalil was like he should have been super excited that she showed up as well. Yeah, True was wild in the night.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would your reaction have been when he asked her? Because Khalil, one thing I like about Khalil, he is extremely attractive, but he's also, again, another very down-to-earth brother, right? Yeah. Very down-to-earth brother, good looking, but not focused on his looks. And so he asked her, Kiara said that was a wig under her hat. How dare you come in here, True, with a lace front that's not correct with a hat on. But
so one piece, the hat is connected?
No, it's two different. It's a hat and a wig.
Okay, cool.
It's two different pieces of headgear. So Khalil asked her how old was she. He wasn't playing. He was just having an honest conversation. and she doesn't want to tell him. And then she says, we're in our mid.
See,
What?
See, we playing games, and this is the part. It's a lot of women that do that. And when I ask and they don't tell me, I lose interest, and they play that. You shouldn't ask. In this day and age, I'm asking everything. I need asking, are you born this way, this sex? Nah, we gotta stop playing with that. A woman never tells. You shouldn't ask. Why shouldn't I? It's a lot of people that got in trouble for didn't asking, for not asking.
For not asking.
But for not asking, pardon me. But stop playing games. If we're really supposed to be getting to know one another, then come on, man, stop it.
Yeah, I thought that was weird, and especially because if she was telling the truth about her age, it was already shared when you signed up for the show.
I'm mid. Like, this is what, like, I personally have a problem with people not saying or disclosing their age, just because I think it's a blessing, especially if you think that you're older. When people act funny about that, I'm like, do you realize you're blessed to be here? Some people didn't make it to your age.
That's true, but okay, so this says that True is 36, and it says that Khalil is 31. So I wonder, what it shows us, when you don't want to say your age, it lets people know that you are self-conscious about it, right?
Right.
That just tells off the grip that you're not comfortable with who you are. And when Khalil said that was a red flag, I thought it was showing, because men are, I've never in the history of talking to men, have never heard men respond to a woman's age. They care more about what the woman looks like.
Man, it's not what I don't know where that comes from, but yeah, you're 1000% right.
Linda B says she's 42 if she's a day old.
Right. And how I know is because she had the granny panties on. And ask for that.
How did you know she had the granny panties?
I'll tell you. Because when she had that outfit, when the thing happened at the end, and this is why women should keep stuff in-house. I saw the ugly dress she had on, right? And through the dress, I saw how was the panty line on the stomach? I seen it. I was like, what is that line? And then I figured it out. And why are they way up here?
Poor True.
True, you 42. You in your 40s at least. I'm not buying it. You told them people on the paper 35. And now this is
She does not look like the other ladies. So Angela, let me see. How old is Angela? They don't have her age on here. Angela, I think, is like 40, but she looks younger than True.
She does.
Did you see when Angela was on Cisco's back or shoulders?
Yes. Did I? Well, wow. What do we have here? What?
What do we have here?
Hey, man, I was like, they was hiding that.
I don't think.
There's a couple people that was hiding. So we're going to talk about some other people, too. I was a little shocked today. Okay, I see y'all.
Not what do we have here? Well, hello there.
Right.
Yeah, I like Angela too. I like Angela too. She just needed to stop talking to the bang boy, to Wayne. That was not for her.
That's a fact.
Yeah, she just needs to calm down and let it, because these girls are really, really down to earth. We got to finish up with True. Obviously, we know that she went home tonight,
right?
But her attitude right after, because I feel like she was trying to get Naim back by going in there and flirting with Khalil, and then it didn't work out because he was just like, what? And do you notice that when Khalil was talking to her on the date, she tried to make it about Naim and would not take any accountability for her own actions. She was like, no, it's just him. He's a Cancer. But you almost went home the first time.
Welcome to our world.
True.
Well, our yeah, she was just a bad seed, unfortunately.
I think we knew from the dress, from the first dress,
You think
that this was not the show for her.
Yeah, they need he was on the wrong thing, man.
But what show should she have been on?
And make it so bad. She's actually, when you take she's actually a pretty woman.
You kept saying that you thought she was like the prettiest one.
But the attitude I saw more and more made her look, and this is the lesson to how your attitude can make you unattractive. But
let me ask you this. When you said that, did you see the lace front that she had on in her confessionals?
I'm not dead. I'm still learning about that, the lace front stuff. You pointed something out to me the other day. I showed you a picture of somebody. Here go Crystal. Yeah, she had what do you call it? The lace front? That's what you said?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, Mo, she got Crystal Light pointing out, yeah, Mo, she got a filter on, right? I mean, they all do, Crystal. They all do.
But it was an inconsistency. It was an inconsistency in this area. And I just don't want you to end up on a date with somebody that doesn't have any edges.
I'm learning, but
I'm looking out for you.
It ain't gonna really stop too much if I'm trying to get, I'm just aware now. But anyway.
True's dress, you know what? It's worth me pulling it up.
Please do. Chat with us, please.
It's worth me pulling it up just because it was such a bad dress that I'm going to have to pull it up and share CXM.
Now, was this the one that's in her? Which one was this? Which dress was this?
This is, the one that she came in. This is the one that she should have left in. She was horrible. Her attitude, it was just a horrible attitude. It was very, it was very, very much a turn off. And I think that she felt like she was too good for Naim because he has 5 children. But I just feel like this is my thing. The true measure of a man or woman, you can tell a person's real character by how they respond when things don't go their way. If they're combative, if they get ugly, if they automatically want to point fingers, and then you know that it's them. Oh, and in the situation with True, she immediately started attacking. She did not want to listen. She did not want to cheers. She wanted to eat, but she didn't want to be. She wanted to be She was unkind to Khalil, but wanted him to sit there and eat with her. So when he got up and left, I was like, good for him.
Oh, why would you think this meant like she didn't want the embarrassment of it, I suppose. But
no, but she was, because he said, do you want to toast? And she was like, no. So if you don't want to toast, why you want me here then? I'm out.
Because she wants her request fulfilled, but not it. Like, listen, man.
She felt like she still felt like she was running the show, and she was not. She was not.
Never going to work in a relationship.
Well, and I think that's a good thing. We said we were going to start a new thing with Ready to Love called "Are You Ready to Date?" Forget Ready to Love. Are you ready to date?
Gotta be ready to date. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna tell you what we got going on.
But we just saying we're gonna do that every week. Every week we're gonna decide out of the singles who was ready to date and who was not. Now, for those CXM, this is True's dress.
Aye.
Now, not aye. If that is the same wig that she had on in the confessional, it's just combed out more. It's teased a little bit more. First of all, this is
lace front. What did you say?
Yeah, that's a lace front right there.
I'm learning.
But it's a wig, but it's not bad in that picture. But my problem is this dress. It's ill-fitting. See, this doesn't fit right in this area. Can y'all see my little pointer?
Yeah, she need the people to take it in.
Yeah, but see, it's a little tight here and loose there. Ill-fitting. And then this is the fabric of a couch in an old person's home that also has plastic on it.
Like long.
It is the fabric of a couch wrapped in plastic. Yeah. So she went home tonight, bless her heart. But she blamed the guys. She said that Naim was the reason that she went home. And he said to her, Khalil said, you realize you had to be in other people's bottom for you to go home. It wasn't just one person, but she refused to take any accountability. And she ended up walking out on, well, he walked out on her and she sat there and ate.
So you see how you said her attitude, and at the end when people are mad and how they respond.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, both of the women at the bottom responses are wild. And
and another thing, both of the women in the bottom were almost in the bottom before. So we're moving on to Sahara. First of all, Sahara.
She's a handful, boy.
She's a lot. Druzy, I said, I'm 60 and I wouldn't wear that dress. You're right. We should not put that dress. That dress is just bad taste. It has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with age. It's just a bad dress.
Even if you have old soul?
I don't think even with an old soul, you would ever put this chain belt. And to your point, the belt is up high.
Somebody said that was a girdle or whatever the thing y'all be. That might have been it, because I saw a strong line in the middle. I thought
it was not a garter. It might have been a spank.
It could have been. My bad. I don't know these things.
It could have been a spank or a undergarment pulling her in, but it just and if sometimes we need the stomach pulled in, you know.
She need to spank and throw that whole outfit away.
I have sent you some videos and you threatened to have me.
I ain't threatened. The people called me back and said they're gonna get you. They got a lot of people today. It's Friday.
You better not have me shadow ban.
They told me they're gonna get you. They told me they ain't forget. I was like, why didn't you cut her page off? They said
You better not. You better not do that, Mo.
I'm telling you what they told me. I already did it. Done. They just waiting on it. They was.
But why would you do that?
Why would you do what you did?
First of all, we were having fun.
I don't know where you was having fun. I was not.
You better not do it. You better not do it. All right, so let's go back to Sahara. So last week Sahara wore 2 cotton puffs in her hair. This week, she proceeded to almost curse out 2 or 3 people.
I got a theory on why they keep Sahara around. I hope it's not true, but I kind of think it is.
What do you think?
She might be a good time off the camera. Off camera, she might be a good time.
I think she's definitely someone that's going to get people talking. But out of the 2, so out of Sahara and True, I feel like True did deserve to go home.
Oh, at 1,000%.
So maybe, and I don't think Sahara is going to go home next week, because I think that she has convinced the firefighter, Cam, to have her back.
He bet, as a partner for himself, or just on some cool, that's his homegirl?
It sounds like a partner for himself, because did you see when they were getting up from the date and he said, sexy ass, like, bring your sexy ass over here?
This is what, he comes off smarter than that. And if he is doing that, it's what I think it is. Then he's keeping her around for something else. It ain't. I can't say.
I don't think Cam is like that, because Cam shared with us. Well, he shared with the group that he had dealt with some, mental health issues. And again, this was just a refreshing episode. That was a really honest conversation. There was support from the other members of the group. When he said that he had really dealt with a lot of depression and he was a really, depressed person and he had to fix himself. So I really don't think, I think there may be something about Sahara that he likes.
Out of what's there?
Yes, Mo, not everybody likes what you like.
Most of them stop. You know what? It's not even about a look. Let me be real clear with that. It's really about her. He seems super, I don't want to say reserved, but he seems like an introvert, right? And he doesn't really show much personality. You got to kind of bring it out of him. And I see it as the series continues, the episodes unfold. But for him to go with that, it might be because she's the opposite of him. And that
I agree with that. Rose said maybe Cam may be easily manipulated. And a lot of times guys that are kind of quiet and reserved are attracted to people that are the opposite. They're attracted to girls that are very over the top. That always ends up happening because, first of all, two over the top people never work.
That's a fact. And
I think Sahara loves the flat earth. She does. That was and I couldn't figure out if she was being serious or not.
He loves the who?
You remember when she told Fritz that the earth was flat?
Oh, yeah.
And then tonight, she got into it again with Fritz.
Yeah, okay. So, I see where this is going because I saw okay, I got you. Yeah. So that explains the Fritz and Cam situation next week or whatever.
Yeah, because Cam is going to be, I see him as being a very loyal person because he probably is sensitive because of what he has gone through.
I don't trust Fritz neither though.
Fritz is the poly search guy.
Yeah, I don't trust.
I know you don't trust Fritz. I mean, and after that comment about the poly, I'm starting not to trust him either. But I do think Sahara needs to leave. She is unserious about finding love. And all the guys said she just is she has a very big personality. It's abrasive. And again, she is a woman that cannot take constructive criticism. She has been in the bottom twice. There's only been 2 options and 3 options and she's been in the bottom twice. And instead of saying maybe the guys are picking up on something that I need to change, she says they're crazy. It's not me, it's them.
If this lady stayed to the end of the show,
I don't think she's gonna stay to the end because I doubt Cam will be there to the end because none of the other women are really gonna be. And I don't think Cam is. I like him too. I don't think he's boring. I think he's just. I mean, a lot of the guys. I like a lot of the guys on the show. He's attractive. He's mannerable. Like, why do we not like that?
I think the other woman really likes the one he went out on the date with.
Rose. Now, I liked him and Rose together. I like that.
I did too. He was cheesing. She was cheesing.
I like it. And I feel like they are equally yoked. Like
that part.
They have the same type of energy. She's not gonna, when you walk, she's a pretty girl, but when she walks in a room, she doesn't have the energy that's like gonna be like, I want all eyes on me. She's more of the quiet, classy type. He is too. I like them together. I really like their date.
Likewise.
My predictions right now, the only couples that I really like are Rose and Cam, and I like Jay and Kiara. That's the one where he was talking to her last week, and he was like, she's a princess. She's used to being catered to, and I got that in me. He really was different on the date with her. I liked it.
I think that sounds like a good line. I would say that on TV.
But you could tell he really was into her when they were talking.
But the line about she's a pretty and I could.
But he said that to the confession. He didn't say that to her.
That's my point. The way he said that to the TV audience.
Yeah. He may not. What you're saying is he may not really have it in him.
I think it sounds good for TV.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, let's talk about I was surprised tonight. Tonight was just a really good episode.
It was.
Rose, not Rose, Rocky.
Oh Lord, Rocky. Rocky is getting rocky. I don't see that.
Hey, that might have been that might have been out of bounds. That might have been out of bounds because Rocky admitted that she used to be a drug dealer.
Wait.
I thought you were making a crack reference.
No, that's funny. I didn't even think of that, but that's not what No, what I'm saying is, listen, man, it's a lot of women out there that used to do that in that area. So
it wasn't a surprise, Amira, that she did it. It was a surprise that she shared it in the group.
I was expecting her to say she was selling something else.
I am ashamed to admit I was too. I am ashamed to admit that because I was just like, oh my God. First of all, what is crazy about that scene is that Tay gives her story and it's great. And then Rocky, she says, well, I'm going to tell, but it's not about when I went up. It's when I the opposite way. And then she proceeded to say she lost her job and she was, and I was just like, this woman is about to explain why there is a tattoo.
Right here. Exactly what I thought she was about to tell us.
I thought so too. I did Beauty and Brains 86. I thought she was.
Now maybe she did, and they told her to clean it up for TV. Like, you can't say that.
I did. No, she was channeling her inner Sugarpie.
They was like, she was like, I used to sell little cat, and they were like, cut. We can't say that.
Run it back. Run it back.
You can't.
Now, I really, really like Rocky's personality.
Okay.
I don't know that she's going to find her king on this. I don't think he's there.
Right.
Okay, African Azatan said drugs sell faster than ass. Yeah, they do. But it's probably a little bit more competitive. I would say, I'm just saying selling drugs is probably a little bit more competitive than selling ass.
Let me tell you something.
Because the price.
Let me tell you something.
That price has gone low.
You might could want to stop doing drugs, but you ain't never gonna stop wanting ass. I don't care what y'all. As a man, I'm just saying.
What you're saying, the market is never gonna dry up.
Hey, you can either buy crack or you can buy crack. It's up to you.
Yeah, it is the oldest profession.
For a reason.
And as Africa says, you can buy both. And you can sell both. Anyway.
Rocky, I don't see nothing for her.
I think Rocky needs to spend some time in self-care.
You think?
I do, because I think the way she was talking to some of the guys last week, I don't think that she feels that her self-esteem is where it should be.
Okay, that's fair.
I like her. I think that she's very down to earth. I think all the guys are going to see her as a friend. I think that she's going to be in the friend zone. She definitely needs a makeover. I think Rocky should come to Atlanta and let us give her a makeover. I would love to oversee that.
Would you think she will be the type of woman that moves extremely fast? She comes off, I don't know.
Yes. And I think Fritz was playing with her, trying to test that in that last episode. I definitely think that she would move fast. But I also think that women move fast when their self-esteem is not where it should be. So if you don't feel good about yourself, you are leading with that. Okay. Anytime you got a lipstick across on the top of one titty, across from a lip print with a Cancer/69, you are definitely leading with something that is Haitian Empress.
What happened?
She said, would you give her your purple dress during the makeover? You know what? First of all, we know that people on this cast like gloves, okay? They like gloves with their dresses. So maybe, you know, hey, I don't know if she can, she just, because she's not, it's not even the, she doesn't have bad raw materials. It's just not, because I think these are things that can be covered up, camouflaged,
gathered,
sucked in,
okay,
swallowed up. She does look like she definitely needs to, she needs a makeover. I would like to offer to oversee a makeover, and not in the purple dress, okay? You're not gonna let me live that dress and those gloves down, but however, I was there for T.I.'s orchestra set. No, I would like to offer Rocky to come here, and we would put her with our team for the magazine and give her a complete makeover. I love her.
Okay.
I like her. I just don't think her guy is there.
I don't either.
Not the dudes don't get edge ups often in Philly. They probably don't.
No. Let me tell you something. I done lived in a few places, and when you talk about people that get the haircuts, Philly is on top of. Well, at least they were. But Philly, they don't play.
They like a jagged beard.
Now that part is one thing, but I'm talking about here. They don't.
Yeah.
But here, you're right.
First of all, Antoinette, what is a shoplifter built like? Okay, she said the dress wouldn't matter. She is built like a shoplifter. I would like to know, what does that mean?
That means after they done got the clothes and their clothes and it's bulky, and it's just they stuff in.
I hate this chat. Oh. Okay, like she has meat hidden around her midsection.
Oh, grocery store shoplifting, even worse. You ever see those ladies? It's a whole channel I follow on YouTube where they just catch people stealing all day, running out of stuff.
Now, see, why you get mad when I send you stuff if that's what's on your YouTube feed?
Well, I send my YouTube feed at my job, at the computer at my job, not at home. But you send me, I'm not going to say what the stuff you be sending me, because I don't want to offend nobody. But Chris will be sending me stuff that she's funny.
No, I send you things that because I want you to face your fear.
No, you laughing at these people and you want me to laugh too, and I refuse to.
That's not true. That's not true. It's fear. It's fear because you act like you have a fear, and I want you to get over it.
Well, I don't know about that, but the people coming for you anyway. It's too late. I don't know why you're talking. They coming for you.
Anyway, let's talk about. Do you think that was oversharing in that group conversation?
No, you know why? And this is the other part about being in that area that I noticed in other areas. Like there, people are less judgmental about your past.
Yeah.
Because everyone has one, and they understand that, and they're realistic about that.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be real, and nobody wants to feel like they switched up. And we all understand we all have trials and tribulations, and I just think that's a real thing, opposed to, it's you hear these things about other people, whether we have family, whether we were on drugs, family members, so on and so forth, and people move away to places like here and forget all that and act like that's not a real thing that goes on daily in someone's life. So up there, no. Here else, maybe not, but then some people are super realistic. It's just that when we live in this is the la la land of the East Coast or whatever, and they just live in this facade.
Everybody is lying.
That part.
Everybody's lying. So I liked it. I appreciated the fact that she was not afraid to put herself out there. I do think that she needs some TLC, and I think that she could use a makeover and just some time to get her self-esteem where it should be. But I don't think that I also think she's very comfortable in her skin, as far as I don't think she's going to regret sharing that. Because I think she's one of them people that's like, I am who I am. And I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. Can I tell y'all seriously, I appreciate this season so much. Like this today was just a refreshing change. Like they really are being a lot more authentic than everybody else. Like the conversations, it's just we haven't seen this since the first season of the show. But even then, a lot of people in Atlanta were trying to present something that it's not. I know people that had boyfriends and had girlfriends and were lying, and they could be lying too, but it's just coming off as a lot more authentic. And I think the conversations were great. Even with Cam acknowledging that he had dealt with depression and felt like at one point he was having, thoughts of unaliving himself or not needing to be here. That was, and the rest of the group, just like you said, was not judgmental. It was a safe space, and they just had a good time. It felt really good.
Now we're gonna see how the episodes unfold. This is the test. Will anything that anyone said and what they thought was a safe space
gonna get used against them?
That part.
Yeah, because I wonder that with Cam, with him sharing that, even with Rocky. Now let me ask you this. A lot of times people may hold something against you. They just may not tell you. So it's like, I will say, I've done it. A guy tells me something. I'm very nice. I'm very receptive. But in my head, I'm thinking, I'm out of here.
That's cool. But if we're cool and we get into it and you bring that up to throw in my face, that's the problem. Like you could think what you want to think. If that's not using it against me.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, it will definitely color the way I move with you, right? And I think that's just normal. But I think sometimes people share stuff and they don't realize you're always going to be judged. You're judged regardless if you say anything or not. Let me ask you this. So Tay is still the favorite for most of the guys. Mm-hmm. And she had on like a pink halter dress, a tube dress. The guys are always excited about what she has on. And it always comes into conversation. And it didn't seem like a big deal. She just had a halter dress, a little bit of cleavage out with the little hole, the little peekaboo. And then like, what is it about Tay's clothes that has the guys so excited?
The titties the breast was out. Breast was out. That's all. And then we like her. So it's a great combination.
It's hard because there are a lot of people's titties were out.
But we still gotta like if it's attached to a person that we're you see what I'm saying?
That's what it is. Because I just didn't think the dress was that great for them to be like.
She's a problem. It'd be some other woman be like, my titties out too, man. I'm like, you like her.
That's what it is. The guys just like her.
Yeah.
It's her beauty and energy, her aura. I agree. I think she has a very open. You know how they see a lot of women come, like we see that with True. True came ready to hate. She came ready to be, to disagree. Tay is open. Even when she was surprised by Naim admitting that he had 5 baby mamas, 5 children, 3 baby mamas, and a partridge in a pear tree, she still didn't make him feel bad about it. And I think that is why the guys like her so much. And she's absolutely beautiful.
But that's a perfect example of them not saying nothing, but I still think she judged them. And rightfully, she has her right.
Yeah. 5 is a lot.
That's when she still likes what she sees. But I think now she's kind of like,
It's almost half a dozen.
It is.
It's almost half a dozen. It's 1 away from half a dozen. Yeah, I wasn't hating on it. I just didn't think the dress was the way they were acting like she came in like, it was amazing. What about our girl Deanna? Because she was one of our favorites the first episode, and she quickly slipped out of that role last week. I'm not back on it this week, but I thought when I saw her in her workout gear, I thought you would be excited.
Let me tell you something, man. I didn't know. I knew, but I didn't.
You did know because we saw last week.
Not like this week. This was different. This was very Amazon-ish. Oh Lord, I see that had a lot going on. But I will say, it might be a little too much.
What might be too much?
The masculine energy.
Oh wow, someone just said that. Someone said Linda said Deanna gives too much masculine energy.
I don't think she purposely does that. I just think it's her stature, it's her build. She kind of reminds me of Clarissa, the boxer.
Oh,
but
yes.
Like she just has this, and I don't think she's trying to do it. She still has a pretty face, but when I was like, good, she is just the thighs, she's built like a running back almost. Can't do it. Can't do it. She's pretty. I like the prettiness.
And the thing was thangin'.
It's a lot. It's a lot. And you know, it's a lot for me. Some other dudes,
it would definitely be a lot for you. Trina says Deanna is too aggressive and a bully tomboy energy. Yikes.
It's a lot.
Haitian Empress said, I did not like the wave cap to work out. That was wild.
Yeah.
And make is one of the boys, one of the guys.
Yeah, man. It was.
But I guess she did need a wave cap because the way her hair is.
But here's the thing: when she had the dress on, she softened her look. You see what I'm saying?
Kinda, but it wasn't good. It wasn't a good dress.
It reminds me of a track star, not old. Let me not say. How do I say this? I don't know. It was the thighs, very thunderish thighs.
Thunder thighs are good.
It is. But when everything else is just as big, it's just like, good Lord, it's a lot.
I think I would like to see. I think she needs a makeover as well. I think if the hair was not blonde and it was black, it would be soft, or even a dark brown. It would soften her up a little bit. It would make her feel, huh?
You think?
I do. I think if it was black or a dark brown, I would even give her dark brown with some highlights. You know, because I'm not mad at that. It's just the blonde is just too much. It's too much. And then by her being so tall, and I mean, her body is nothing wrong with that, but I think it just could have been
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it just needs to just soften up the look a little bit. What I am noticing is that with the authenticity of Philly, we're running into some mistakes when it comes to the clothing. I do want to go back to True with the black bra straps at the dinner table with that dress. That was a horrible faux pas. You know, if your bra is showing and you wear a different bra for that dress, it's not good. But Deanna had that the first night. The bra straps, they have got to tell these women, get the appropriate undergarments for your outfit. I do think a pixie cut would look really a lot better on her because, again, it was soft in her. I'm not even mad at the waves. I just think that the total blonde, I'm telling you guys, if we did a dark brown with some caramel and bronze highlights, it'd be beautiful. I'm telling you.
Can you break down the bra thing for me again? How does it supposed to work?
So the bra is not supposed to show.
In the back, right?
Or the front. So tonight, when True sat down, she had on a dress that had straps. And then her bra was showing. So we saw her dress strap and then we saw her bra strap on both sides. It's just inappropriate. What you should have is, if you're going to have a dress that has thin straps, then you wear a strapless bra. Because you don't need to show the bra. You don't show your undergarments.
How much they cost?
Well, around the same amount, but it's just a different type of bra.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not like it's an expensive bra. It's just a different type of bra.
If she had one that was dirty, she couldn't wear it.
Well, I mean, the one that she had on did not look too spiffy. It was twisted a bit. I mean, this keeps happening with this group of ladies. And so I just think that that's something that we need to make sure that these ladies are getting. And that's just, that's just a woman on set that's like, let me get you together. Let me help you out, because it's not going to look good on camera. And I wish I had a still. I wish I had a still of it to show.
They don't want to help.
Nira.
What happened?
Nira just jumped on. What's up, Nira?
Oh, here go a girl from that area. My cousin.
And Nira is one of the realest people I know. Just a good person, down to earth, loves everybody. If nobody I know has a problem with Nira. If they do, there's something wrong with them.
That's a fact.
Definitely. But yeah, the bra strap was showing. Not a good look. Not a good look. I don't think they haven't put out like a clip of that. But yeah, it wasn't good. It's not good.
So who are we on now? Did we go back to her? Who are we on?
I had to go back to True because of that black bra strap coming through that dress. And if the bra strap is going, then at least it could have been the color. Yeah. Mm-mm.
So are you supposed to wear the same color bra as your outfit? Did they supposed to match?
Well, what you don't want to do is have an outfit on that's light colored and have a black bra underneath, and the black bra shows through. We're talking about the Ready to Love Philly, which is really good. You need to watch it and come on and talk with us. Come on next week and talk with us. Watch it on Friday at 8, and then come on with us next Friday at 10.
There you go.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Nira, that would be so much fun. Let's do that. We gotta remind Nira.
Gotcha.
Watch it, and then let's have her come on and give her opinion. Because Nira is actually from Philly, so she'll have, because they were talking about like high schools that everybody went to and all that, so we'll be able to tell who's authentic when Nira comes on.
Right. And another thing that Tommy did, which you don't do, like, no one says Philly cheesesteak in Philly.
He did say it.
I was like, they don't, you know.
He's trying. He don't know.
Like outside, no one says Philly cheesesteak.
He was like, I'm gonna go get me a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah. When I was single, Nira said she was gonna go to get me a man from Philly. We never got that far, but I was excited about it.
Oh Lord.
I always liked East Coast guys.
South Carolina, my man.
I did. I got one from South Carolina, but Nira loves, everybody loves Adrian. You guys like this, like this. We having a good time. Y'all better like this chat. This is ridiculous. Y'all are not giving us our props. We're having a good time. Like this chat.
Who are we on now? Who are we on?
Well, let's talk about what about the guys? What about the guys?
Thank you. Let's do the guys. We already spoke about Naim, right?
Yes.
All right. So who else we got? Fritz.
Yeah, let's talk about Fritz. Let's talk about Fritz because
Fritz is way out. I'm telling you that right now.
Fritz is what?
Fritz is on his way out.
You think so?
Yep. I mean,
then Naim gotta go.
Give him about 2 episodes, and he's gone.
I can't pull it up, but I want to. I'm gonna bring it next week to show y'all the black bra straps. I don't really know if any of the girls are breaking fashion trends.
What was the brother's name that went to golf with old miniature golf with old girl?
Jay.
A lot of, especially when we came on here, a lot of the women seem to like Jay, right?
They did.
I'm still trying to figure this out.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's his attitude, because it's definitely not anything else.
Okay, but I mean, he might have a good spell. I'm just asking.
It's his attitude. He's very comfortable. He's very smooth. And Marriott, I agree. So Jay is smooth, but that face and those braids, we have got to wash those braids out and rebraid that and redo that pattern, sir. We have got to do it. And the end should not be sticking out like that. But I think that just goes to prove that women like a man that makes them feel comfortable. And I think Jay does that. I also think Hussein, we didn't get to see a lot from him today or tonight, but I think he's probably one of my favorites as well. He is very attractive and has that calming personality that is seen as very masculine and makes you feel very safe. D said he looks extremely moisturized and does. This is a beautiful chocolate. Just all the melanin is there. Gorgeous. I was talking about Hussein when in Rome, right, with the chocolate attractiveness. I think he needs to share his skin regimen with Jay.
I think the different hairstyle
and skin regimen.
He might can't control that.
Well, no, you can. You just have to eat differently, and you can. Everything can be fixed. But I'm not judging him on that. He comes out like a nice guy.
He does. He really does.
Khalil, it does. I mean, like I said, it's got a lot of options here, which usually we only got like one or two. Khalil is attractive. We don't see I don't really see a negative with Khalil yet. I don't see a negative with Hussein yet. I feel like Cisco has some coming because of him being, and I got a feeling this with the external because he's really into his body and his workout and he keeps taking off his shirt. But from what he's saying, I can't tell anything bad about it. But Khalil definitely comes across as very down to earth and very, and actually he dresses really nice. I always like how he looks. He presents very well.
Is that what is the brother that was with the curly hair? What was his name?
That's Eddie.
Eddie.
He's also a good choice. Like, look at us, ladies. It's all kinds of great choices.
And there you go, ladies. Have at
it. So, Mo, what do you think for the girl? Like, you had to pick. Who do we think is actually ready to date out of the ladies? Who were you impressed with tonight, if anybody?
I can't. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still trying to determine if it's a game or not.
With Rose?
Not with Rose. Rose.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. Rose seems to me because I like their connection. Like when I felt that in their eyes, it's in the eyes. Okay. And they brought out the smile when they seen each other. Like I felt the rhythm in that, and that felt good. And she got him to pray.
Yeah.
And obviously there was some discussion prior about
that he doesn't like spirituality or something.
But I'm glad we said this because this is what men tend to do, and we have, I don't know if we have to do, but we tend to do it a little bit more better, is that we'll open up and try for a woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't do this. I don't do that. And this hard budging them. Men are a little bit more open and free to be like, well, I'll try this because of you, and you can, we play ball a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was glad the brother did that. He opened up. He's slowly unraveling. I mean, in a good way.
Now, people are saying that Rose, by her telling him that she had been cheated on in every relationship she's been in, do you think that that was a red flag for him?
I don't think it was a red flag, but he noted that. He definitely noted it.
What is that? Because to me, I don't think that's a big deal. That could happen. I mean, cheating is very prevalent.
Yeah, but when you know it's to be every man, you even told me, I mean, there's a common denominator and it's her, or is the common denominator she just keep dealing with men?
Well, it could be. Yeah, the common denominator is you, but I mean, either you picking the wrong men or you are not picking up on red flags.
That's you.
That's definitely you.
But she seems sweet, and unfortunately, when we're not ready, we take advantage of sweet.
Thank you for admitting that.
Listen, I ain't on nobody. I just whatever. But it's true. Like I've done it, and and it wasn't knowing it, but you see it works, and then you're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And then you keep going with it. But we tend to take advantage of when we're young. Like if you grown, super grown, or what's the name said midway. What all the tattoos said?
That was wild. What was she saying? Mid-30s, mid-40s? What was she like? We're midway. No.
I'm mid. I'm like,
and he wasn't. He was 31. That's not mid anything.
Right.
That was bad. True. But like I said, when a woman won't tell you her age and she says something like that, that means she's self-conscious about it.
I always make jokes and be like, yeah, I know you old. Only old people say that. That's what I know. No, I'm not like I'm really, man, we are blessed. We are given the gift of life to live in the present. That's a come on.
Right. You always tell me that. He does say that because I will be like, but I also will say, and I will say this to you here, we've talked about it before, I do think it's different for women than men. I think that when men get older, it's seen as attractive, it's seen as sexy. When women get older, it's not necessarily viewed that way. You know what I mean? So I do think it's different for us than it is for men.
But are you the bigger picture? Like, and that could be true. But what I'm saying is, it's just the gift of life. That's why it's called, when people give you stuff on your birthday, it's a present, the gift. And I just hate that we are lucky.
I get that, but I'm just saying that society says women are judged by their youth and beauty, and it says men are judged by how much money they have. So a lot of times it'll be a man that looks like, I'm not going to name any names, but there are people. Look at Karen, Huger, and Ray. Okay. Ray.
What about him?
Ray is a very older gentleman, but Ray's pockets are full. And so Karen is running around like, I'm married to the Black Bill Gates. And Ray does not look like.
Like what? What Ray don't look like?
Let's just say Ray is not being judged by his looks. He's being judged by what's in his bank account, where women are always judged on their looks.
If you get a bank account, you probably won't be judged. Offset.
No, no one cares about a woman's bank account. They care about her looks.
Right. So what I'm saying is,
I'm not going to spit it out against that man because I feel like he's dealt with a lot. Ray is dealing with a lot. His wife is in jail. She's in prison for a year after having 4 DUIs.
You're gonna do
Not Automatic says Ray looks like he was old during Reconstruction. He does not look like Uncle Ben. I think Peter looks like Uncle Ben. Ray looks like it's all bad. That's just all bad.
She'll be out in September, October. That's one thing.
She will, but still, she ain't gonna look like she looked going in.
She wouldn't look like that for the money. Like
True. Ray needs to catch up on his sleep. I feel like, anyway, we're not gonna get into that because that's a whole different show. We talk about Rated Love, but I think I'm just saying, I'm trying to give True a little bit of grace for her not wanting to see the age. But if you really want someone to get to know you, you gotta.
Like, come on, man. I can't stand that. Google number, they had a bunch of stuff I could. The Google number, I don't listen. That they done hit me with that a couple times, and as soon as I see that, I hang up. I don't never call back. Ever.
Wow. So we were going back to the guys. So wait a minute. You were saying, I said, Mo, who do you think is ready to date? You said Rose. Anybody else besides Rose?
She stepped up. I think what's old girl's name? The one that everybody liked.
Tay.
I think she comes in the second, but I still don't see a strong connection at this point. But
I think Tay probably talked. And that's another thing. They don't really let us see that. Like, we saw that obviously Rose and Cam were having conversations that we haven't seen. So there's probably some stuff happening that we haven't seen. Outside of that, there's some stuff going on that we haven't seen yet. I would say, for me, out of the girls, I think Tay, I think Rose, I don't think that is it Shanita, the one that works all the time, that's the alpha female. I don't think she's ready to date. I think she's ready to get some therapy. I honestly don't think Angie is ready to date. I think Angie needs to slow down because I feel like with her, she just wants a man. I don't think she's really
that part, yeah,
ready. As far as Kiara, that was a little unsettling with her acknowledging that her baby daddy I forgot about that. The baby daddy was a boxer and then went to prison. That was a little unsettling. Because we don't know if she's not with the baby daddy because she doesn't want to be with him, or is it because he's locked up?
She said something towards the end of that made me like, well, is it open until you find somebody? Because she was like, well, for now, he's locked up and I'm single. So I'm like, so what?
Yeah, that was yeah. And the guys did too, because you saw the eyebrows like.
Yeah, that sounds like the door's still open for homie.
That sounds like you're here because he's locked up, and it sounds like he said, "Don't give it away, but keep it tight." All right, like he is not on board with her. He probably told her to do this show to get her hype up, but that he's coming home and it's his when he comes home. I don't think that he's. It didn't sound like there was a clean breakup.
That part.
It sounds like he is on vacation. And another thing for a new man, if he was a boxer and is in prison, those are not good combinations for a new person that you're dating.
Ooh, man.
It sounds like somebody that you don't want to bust in the house while you're there.
I mean, Philadelphia does have a reputation for having a lot of great boxers come out the city of Philadelphia. But it also has a reputation of a lot of guys running in that jail cycle, in and out.
But you know what? Also, what does it say to a man when a woman has been in a relationship with someone like that? Do you think that the man is going to judge her based on the fact that she was entertaining that?
No. Somewhere else. And this is what I mean about culture sometimes. This is not to say everyone, because I read the comments and people like, well, because we say stuff, we're generalized, but we don't mean everyone. You know? Yeah,
the chat is hilarious. They said he is in jail getting stronger. He is.
But there's a lot. Like, that is I don't want to normalize, but that's the thing that happens, and no one's too surprised, and then you'll get out, we'll get back together. So no.
Yeah. Well, but like Miss Will said, Fritz judged her. Fritz is going to judge everybody because he is the Marceau of the group. He's going to judge everybody. And it's interesting that when he invited everybody to his house, he said he wasn't going to be there long because he didn't need all that house. So why would you get the house if you didn't need all that?
Because he's renting it. That's a rental.
I get that. But I'm just saying, why would you choose to rent that house if you travel all the time and it's just you? He said, I don't need all this. It's just me. So why would you do it?
He saw this was the trick, because he said something afterwards. I hope y'all caught it. So remember last Rated Love, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's the brother's name?
Oh, Chance.
Yeah, the Chaz,
yeah, Chaz.
And see how everybody was talking about the house and how that had an effect on the women?
I did see that. And I did say he did that on purpose, because he said he invited everybody to his house, and he has a big house, and I think he was trying to set the tone, because
And the woman said, what do you say? You prepared your place for a woman, right? So what homie said was he used the bait the other way around and was like, I don't need all that. And what did she do? She bit the bait and said,
well, we're here for love. You never know.
And I can't run nothing by me, brother. I know this. I know. I see you. I'm not mad.
Yeah. I mean, I thought of Chaz. I was like, he is using the house. Yeah. And I think it does dual duty, because it shows that the other guys, they may feel intimidated because he has a nice place. But it's funny because the place was okay. Just like I didn't think Chaz's house was all that. The pool was cool, but
Hold on, homie's pool that we just saw?
I say it was cool.
The pool, right?
Yeah.
It was a bit. Listen, I mean, that might work up there, but
that's what I'm saying. But here, that would not work.
In-ground pool, that above ground pool is not going to get.
Yeah, I agree. Agreed. I was like, But what I did like about the that get together, they actually were having fun. The girls were actually jumping in the water.
Who had the see-through joint on?
Oh my gosh, the girl that was on the other guy's shoulders had the see-through.
Did you see through it? I had a good time for a moment. I did enjoy that. I didn't know. I had a lot of surprises. I did know a few things. I enjoyed that part. I did. I was like, man, I didn't know. Didn't know.
Yes.
I like how he fell back in the pool. He did the little thing with her and all that. That was cool.
Yeah, they with the fact that they all jumped in, I was like, these girls are having fun. They're not worried about their hair. They're not worried about their makeup. They're actually having a good time. They're having a great time. I like that.
Earth, they wasn't on no bougie stuff.
Yeah, they were playing. I mean, they were on shoulders, and it was, you know, it. Marriott says, "Is Mo gonna slide in Shanice's DMs?"
It's no one for me on this one. There's some nice ladies. They cool, but I don't slide in nobody's DM. Let me be real clear.
You didn't slide. So Vanessa slid in your DMs?
No, I had to. That was business. Don't. Because I don't want nobody. That was business. That was business.
Not the pool helped wash off the bronze. No, but I thought they had a really good time. That I like that. I'm trying to think of the guys. So for the guys, who do I think is ready to date? I actually don't see any guys that aren't right now. Maybe besides Fritz. Because
you don't think Eddie is?
I said I think Fritz is the only one that isn't. I think Eddie is. I think Cam is. I think. Oh no, Cisco. I said I don't trust Cisco.
Yeah, I get that energy.
And of course Naim. I don't know if Naim is ever gonna be. He's gonna need the right situation. He needs an older woman that has patience, that's attractive, and has already dealt with her kids, because no young woman needs to come in there taking on 5 kids with 3 baby mamas.
And she need to be fit. And come be a workout partner, because that's where he be getting the ladies from.
Yeah, he does, and it seems like he does more cardio than lifting. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Why would you say? What would make you say that?
I just don't really see any muscles. He just seems very fit, and that's okay. But I'm just saying we prefer. Well, myself, you know, Cam. Okay, you can tell he works out and it's nice. Obviously Cisco works out and it's nice. But to me, Naim seems like he's on a bicycle a lot, and that's good for health.
Just cardio.
It's good. I mean, it's good. He's on the bike, but and he was doing those the scissors.
Yeah,
I like the ones that lift the weights.
I run them. Hey, stamina is important. Just because you lift weights don't mean you got stamina.
I'm just saying, if you're going to get in there, then let's lift a weight or two. Let's see a bicep or two, sir. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, I know some of y'all don't like muscles. I don't know where y'all came from, and maybe y'all just have not experienced it. Okay. Maybe you just haven't experienced what it's like. But I would like to say that everyone, Khalil, yes, absolutely. I would like to just impress upon you ladies that don't like muscles, maybe you should try. Oh, Lovey says she likes a skinny man. Well.
Hey, well, you see, I'm not as thin as you thought I was.
You did show me.
I could see Boogie was here. He saw.
And then you tried to have us get on the scale so you could laugh at us.
The scale. I'm just saying, since you putting it out there, y'all ain't want to. I stood on it. And what was mine?
You tell the people your weight. I don't need to tell people.
Well, I ate something earlier, and but I'm back down to 197. Last week I was like, what, 202 or something like that?
I didn't see 202.
It was 2. It wasn't 2 something. Oh, come on. Anyway, I told you I ate something earlier that Dad did oxtails and stuff. But anyway, I'm 197.
Okay. I was surprised. I was surprised.
Yeah, man.
Pete Harvey said, I don't like those rock hard muscles. Y'all are missing out. Mo is 6 foot.
One night, that's
That is. Haitian Empress said Mo is made of bones and cigar ash. I am dying.
This is all lean, mean.
Okay. It's a lean, mean muscle machine.
Hey, I got a jump rope. I do all that.
He was. Somebody trying to come for Gun Boss.
Hey, leave my, he ain't hitting himself. Stop it.
Y'all leave my man alone, okay? When in Rome, I thought Crystal's husband was more juicy than abs. You know what? My baby has some muscles, okay? Now, they may be in hiding, okay? Some of them, but they're there. They're a lot there. He's got a nice arm shoulder ratio. It's amazing. I don't need the abs. I mean, those are nice. I'm not against them, but I'm just saying a good arm. If you hold on to your man's arm and your hand is doing like that is not good, at least for me. Well, I'm not gonna do that. People are asking for your shoe size.
10. I'm gonna have a big foot. Size 10. I don't have a big foot.
Yes, thick arms, chiseled arms, and a nice chest. That's enough. Hey, I'm on it all night. Anyway, I'm confused. How do we get here?
You were explaining we were on the women as far as who we thought that had and then we went on the men who was ready.
Yeah, I really don't see any men that aren't except Naim, maybe Fritz, and
Oh, you're giving Fritz an opening?
Yeah, because I'm not all the way anti him yet. Okay, I'm still on the fence, but Cisco and Fritz, I'm a little concerned about. Naim only because of the 5 baby mamas and 5 children, 3 baby mamas. I think Eddie is good. I'm not mad at Eddie. Don't be mad at Eddie because he's fine. Don't do that.
So are we talking about connection? Or are we talking about them being ready for love?
I'm talking about them being ready to date.
So with 5 kids, he could be ready to date Naim, but don't mean somebody ready to date him.
But I mean, I don't think he's ready to date if your baby mama drama situation is not fixed, then you need to fix that. And he did allude to the fact that there was some issues. So you need to fix that.
I forgot about that. You're right.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying I just think he needs to work on fixing that, because really the best thing that you can do to be a father is make sure that situation is straight. So you don't bring somebody else into a toxic, hostile situation that's not their fault.
That's right. You're right.
Yeah, I don't get that from Eddie. When in Rome says Cisco and Eddie are here to be seen, their modeling career. I don't get that from Eddie. I do get that from Cisco, but I don't get that from Eddie. Not yet.
Eddie just looks like he can't help that.
Like y'all are hating on the man because he's gorgeous. Like, that's not fair.
I don't think he puts that out there, but I will say this: get him now, because I can tell the way his hair is. This part gonna be going at about another 5. It's gonna start to thin out right there.
Yeah, I don't know. He may look good bald, but you can never quite tell. You never know until it's too late. But yeah, I like Khalil. I mean, all the rest of the guys I have no problem with besides those 3. I'm on the fence with Fritz. I'm not going to push him all the way out yet. I'm not pushing him out yet.
Good luck.
I think he's an intellect, and I think intellectual guys are. I think that's an attractive trait, but he does kind of give me a little bit of Virgo energy, like a little condescending and a little Marceau-ish. I'm still cool with it though. I'm cool with it.
But they're compatible with that. That's the thing.
On this season, I know the rest of the guys I can see, but I don't know, because I think he needs a woman that can deal with that. I definitely don't think that Sahara is ready to date or do anything at all besides cause somebody a headache. I tend to agree with you with Coely, even though I like her a lot more now. but I just don't think she's ready to date. I have no problem with Virgos. I just don't want to date one. I'm a guy Virgo. I have girlfriends. One of my best girlfriends, two of my best girlfriends are Virgos, but I wouldn't date them. They're my friends, but Virgos are they're perfectionists. They're not very empathetic. They are just they get to the money. They get to business, but they just are not always very. They don't really. They're hard. That's a hard master to please. They are very hard on people.
I told you, my mom was one. My daughter's one. Who else I know is a Virgo? A couple friends. I have no problems with them. None of them count.
When in Rome says all that traveling and bragging, Fritz needs to get in the gym. Well, he definitely showed up tonight. And the crazy thing is, he was the one. He was like, "Y'all cool working out?" He was like, "Yeah, just BS." And then the workout started. He was him and Sahara a little behind with that.
Right.
And that just lets you know that size is not indicative of fitness.
That's what I was saying about, like, even with the big guys, like what's the name can be, but he can probably run a marathon. The other dudes is like the cardio.
Naim is probably really in shape, because any man that starts doing scissors is in shape. Where the other guys are just lifted. I'm saying he got down and was like, I was like, he's doing aerobics.
Yeah.
That's aerobics. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I almost forgot about Kiara talking about her jailed boxer boyfriend. That was wild.
Oh, like it, man, when I tell you that's typical. Now even I guess it's if you're in the streets of Philadelphia or any inner city,
yeah,
it's the selling drugs that what's the name spoke of, Rocky. I don't know, man. Rocky just not clicking, man. I
don't think Rocky has a guy on the show.
Oh, I don't see it.
And I think, like I said, I think she needs to spend some time. I think, you could be real, but sometimes you could be like, you only are able to relate to the hard. Are you able to also have the soft?
And this is what the brothers are saying about her and about Sahara.
Sahara is just wild.
It's like, listen, if you're gonna be the homeboy, be the homeboy, the homie. But when we're talking about it, but the funny thing is, she wants what she needs to do herself. Well, you hit me with your text, and I don't want to. I'm a woman. You talk. You know what I'm saying? Well, he's hitting you like that because that's how you carry yourself.
Yeah. And then she told him what to do. Like, hit me with a heart. Like,
or you go to, can I wake up to it? Can you wake up to it? Can you?
Yeah, I mean, you don't tell somebody what to do. You present and they respond, right? But yeah, you're right. He's responding to her because of that, because of her energy. And her energy is very much like, it's a lot. It's a lot. I do find her annoying. I find her, but there are people that like those type personalities. That personality does not work well with me, but there are men, and obviously to your point, Mo, I don't think Cam reacted to her like he does to Rose, but I think maybe he is protective of her. Maybe they have some type of friendship, or maybe he just is protective of her as opposed to Fritz being an asshole.
I can see it.
We'll see. We'll see next week. Interesting clip for next week with Cisco saying that he revealed something from his past and it turned Tay off. Did you guys see that?
Yeah.
Interesting to know what that was. What do you think it could possibly be?
That's a great question. From his past?
Yeah, he said he was vulnerable and it caused her to He felt like the connection wasn't the same. It could be the cheating. I hope it's not jail, but I did see some pictures of him from the past. He was like a professional bodybuilder. Like he does that for real. Like where they, and the stomach is real skinny and the veins are popping. Like he does that. So I would assume that he has not been to jail because of that. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a great question.
I mean, we're gonna see. We don't even need it. It could. He did tell her about the cheating, but I don't know if he goes into more detail about it or what.
Kids, possibly. I don't know. That's a great question.
We'll see. This season is. I'm locked in though. I'm locked in.
I am already. Yeah.
I'm locked in. If you guys are watching this on the replay, let us know in the comments, and you guys let us know too. Who do you think is ready to date? Actually ready to date, because love is kind of contingent on the other person and you guys finding that special place. But who do you think is actually ready to date? Who is ready to date? I definitely thought True was the right choice to go home tonight. Her attitude was bad, and she definitely she needs to go back to therapy.
But you see how the guys be like, well, that's what she decided. But her and the other girl, when she was on the chopping block, and her, they kind of like bucking and putting it on everybody else. Not even. This is what we talk about, the accountability, ladies. This is the reason why you hear the men bringing this up. It's a real thing.
We definitely got a double dose of it today with the way True left. No accountability at all. All the guys had you on the bottom. She basically would not receive that. She basically continued to say that Naim was a cancer. She never admitted that giving him a Google Voice number was not the right thing. She made it seem like he hadn't responded to her at all. Like she took no accountability at all. And then she even when she refused to tell Khalil how old she was, when she told him at the table, she said, I told you. He said, yeah, but look what had to go through. She never just said, okay, like just stop, lady.
A lot of games.
He did call her, Haitian Empress. He did call her, and she acknowledged that he did call her, but she could not talk at that time because she was at work. So you can't say you didn't call me. What you could say is you didn't call me back, or I expected you to follow up, but don't say that you didn't call when he did call you. He said he did. And she acknowledged. She said, but I couldn't talk then. He said, but you didn't communicate that.
But see, I'm glad we're saying this, because this is the problems that be happening. And it'd be like this little petty, and I'm just like, yo, you come on, man. And the person be like, well, you didn't call me. This is a real situation that happens.
Yeah.
And
well, I wouldn't, if I called someone, they had a Google Voice number, I would hang up, because the Google Voice says trying to reach the person you're calling. And to me, if you give me a Google Voice number, then, and you have another phone, you don't want me to have that number, then don't worry about it.
That part.
That's how I would be. But if I called it and then he did call it and she said she couldn't talk then, and you didn't call me back, then let it go. Be on your way, ma'am. But yeah, I thought, and then again, how you leave a situation tells a lot about you more than the other people. Yeah, she needed to go, but I don't see how Sahara's going to manage to stay without finding a connection or somebody that gets something else from her besides the homeboy vibes.
How old is this young lady, Sahara?
She's in her early 30s.
That's going to be a tough turnaround, boy. It's going to be a tough turnaround.
Well, I mean, we'll see what happens.
No, I'm just saying, even just forget the show. Like, if that's a character and she wants to,
there are girls like that and they always have a man.
Say it again?
There are girls like that and those girls always have a man. Now, he may have a headache.
I'm like, here's the thing. Is it just about having a man, or is having a good man, or a man that really, like, people can have people.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It may be, I said he may have a headache. He may be annoyed. He may be tired.
He might be nobody else wants either. How about that?
That's very difficult, because a lot of women that just want a man.
Oh Lord.
There was this old saying that a piece of man is better than no man.
The pizza man, or I'm messing with you.
But all right, well, let's wrap up tonight. I do want to remind you guys, please tune in on Wednesday because we have Kenny B Speaks. Kenny is a former NFL player and now he's a financial expert. He's going to be joining us. We're going to be talking about men and how they communicate. This whole idea of men saying that they want a woman to be their piece. What does that mean? What does that mean? Why is it always so important to them? And what do they feel? What makes them feel that peace? What is that? How do they define that? So I'm going to really just moderate and let Mo and Kenny really be the ones to speak about that, just so that we can have a good conversation. So, and we can ask them that, Haitian Empress, do they bring the said peace? We'll bring that to the conversation. Make sure you watch that because I know it's going to be great. Then
watch Monday, Crystal. Hey man, please watch the Monday show. Crystal gets into a lot of the other shows that we don't talk about in here in great detail. So on Mondays, 8:00, correct?
8:00, Grace and Gossip. And I have a lot of gossip about this Karen Huger, arrest. And
there you go.
I did a short on Latasha Scott from Escape and her version of residuals. And I'm actually interviewing Latasha this weekend.
There you go.
I'm going to be talking to her about that. That video will be up next week. So I'll let you guys know. But if you're subscribed, you will get a notification. I'm going to talk to her about the whole thing. Her leaving Escape, her husband, him having an affair on her, allegedly. And then her having this whole, feud with her sister that's public and feud with the girls. So I'm going to get into it. I'm excited about that conversation. And so you guys stay tuned. Make sure that you're subscribed so you get a notification about that interview. And then, like I said, I definitely got a lot to talk about, even with Love and Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight with Michelle, David, Madison, and Alan, and how the experts have handled that. We're going to get into that on Monday as well. And then I interviewed a matchmaker on the new series of Love is Blind. I do Married at First Sight. We're going to talk about Married at First Sight on Monday because this is ridiculous. This season is crazy. But make sure you guys are tuned in for that Monday. And then, of course, Wednesday. Trust me, you don't want to miss that show. So make sure that you guys are subscribed. Make sure you like this on the way out. Leave in the comments who is ready to date. Trust me, Mo and I have something exciting coming up to share with you guys. But remember, we're focusing on who is ready to date. All right, you guys have a great weekend. We love you guys for watching, and we will see you next week. Be safe, you guys.
Thank y'all.